Good morning everyone. Hello students. I hope you have completed your homework and you are clear with the concepts. Okay. Yesterday we have discussed regarding forfeiture of share and we were having two conditions. The first one was when the shares were originally issued at par, and second one when these were originally issued at premium. Okay. So let me recapitulate the points regarding when the shares were forfeited in case of premium. Okay. When you issue the shares on premium and in case somebody doesn't pay the amount on allotment or any other call and you forfeit that, right? So you have to keep 2 points in your mind. Either the shareholders, they have paid the amount of premium, and second thing, they didn't pay the amount of premium. Either they have paid or they didn't pay. So if they have paid the amount of premium, so that will not be shown anywhere, neither in the debit side nor in the credit side, right? And if they didn't pay the premium, so we will be showing it in the debit side also and in the credit side also. These two normal things, the detail we have discussed in the yesterday's video, right? You can see that simply I'm reminding you two simple points. Okay. And one example I have quoted, students, remember that also. If you don't pay the fee, only then we announce your name, we write your name somewhere, and if you have paid, so your name will not be announced. So in the same way, if you don't pay the premium, so that will be mentioned in the debit and credit side, and if you have paid, so that will not be shown anywhere, right? Well, our next topic is a reissue of the forfeited shares. Students, this is not actually issue of shares. Okay, issue of shares once we do originally, but this is sale of the shares. Once you have issued the shares and for the non-payment of the call money or allotment money, we have forfeited the share of that particular shareholder. Okay, means we have cancelled the share capital. Now these shares are with the company, and if company wants, it can sell these shares to anybody else in the market, right? So this is what? This is sale of share. Okay, but we have given the name reissue of shares. It's not an original issue, remember. Okay, now another important point, when we originally issue the share, so that is issued at par or at premium. Way years back it was at discount, but now it is not available. So we issue the shares at par and premium. But when we reissue the shares, so that can be issued at three conditions. At par, this can be issued at par, at premium, and at discount. All these three conditions are available. Okay. Well, now the question arises, if it is at par, no problem, right? Absolutely correct. If it is at premium, again there is no problem. But if it is issued at discount, now the question arises, how much discount will be given? Okay. So I tell you students, in a very, very simple way, whatever you get in the forfeiture account regarding these shares, okay? Means suppose you have forfeited 100 shares. We are very clear with the concept of forfeiture. Okay, 100 shares you have forfeited, and regarding these 100 share, forfeiture account has contained 500 rupees. Okay, so the maximum discount which is permissible while reissuing these share is 500. Is that clear? Means maximum discount you can give whatever is in the forfeiture amount. Means जितना आपने forfeit किया है, जो पैसा आपने forfeit किया, that's your capital gain. Okay, so that can be given as a discount, not more than that, right? So that is the limit of this. Fine. Well, let's proceed with the entries now. So these points, this was the important point to keep in the mind while reissuing the shares at discount. Okay. So we reissue the shares at different conditions. Students, you have one illustration number 46, which is asking how much discount is permissible. So you can open your book with me and you can have a look. So they have prepared the table, and case number 1 is telling that amount forfeited is given 9 rupees. Okay, so how much discount can be given? 9 rupees only. Okay, so what can be the issued price? जो reissue price है, आप कितने में इसको कम से कम कितने में issue कर सकते हैं? That is 1 rupee. Fine, because 10 rupee was the face value, and out of 10 rupees, how much discount you have given? 9 rupee discount we can give. How and why we can give? Because we have forfeited 9 rupees per share. Okay. So forfeiture में आपका 9 rupees है, so the maximum amount of discount can be 9 rupees, right? Out of 10 rupees, 9 rupees you have given discount. So at what value you can issue the shares? That is 1 rupee. Fine. So next you can see in point number 2, case number 2, it's telling amount forfeited is 7 rupees. So the minimum reissue price, what is that? 7 rupee forfeiture mein hai, so the discount can be 7 rupee. So reissue price will be 3 rupees minimum. Next one is 3 rupees is in the forfeiture, so the maximum discount which is permissible is 3 rupees. So minimum reissue price will be 7 rupees. Alright, I hope it is clear how to do. Means the amount which we have in the forfeiture, that is your maximum discount which you can give, and the remaining amount, the minimum amount which we have to use for the reissue. Well students, I am taking illustration number 49, which is containing all the conditions of reissue. Okay. So first you have to understand this statement very carefully. Okay. Now it's telling forfeiture of partly called up shares and their reissue in different cases. Okay. It's telling partly paid up, means these are not fully paid up, and you will find some fully paid up also. Now Lakshmi Limited forfeited 500 shares of rupees 10 each for non-payment of first call of rupees 3 per share. The final call of rupees 2 per share is yet to be made. All the forfeited shares were reissued past the necessary journal entries in the following cases. Okay. So students, whenever you start the question, either this is your normal question, forfeitures question or reissue question, you have to prepare the working and just prepare the table regarding it. Okay. So it's telling 500 shares. Navkar Limited is there. 500 shares of rupees 10 each. Okay. And for the non-payment of first call, so let's prepare the table. It's telling for non-payment of first call, this is rupees 3. Fine. The final call of rupees 2 per share is yet to be made. This is your final call. Second and final call, you can say 2, is yet to be made. Alright. All the forfeited shares were issued. Students, now they don't give you the complete information, and if it is like this, so you have to find out the information. Don't expect that they will provide you the information like small children. Okay. So they have told you for the non-payment, this is non-payment of first call. Okay, and they have given the hint that on final call there is 2 rupees. Right, and we know that value of one share is 10 rupees. Alright. Now, how much he has paid on first two things, application and allotment? This can be combined also, and this can be separate also, which is not given. Alright. So the combined amount is 5, isn't it? 5 is on this is on application and allotment. First call 3 rupees, final call 2 rupees. So that way the total is 10 rupees. Alright. Now it's telling the first case, we have forfeited these shares and reissued. Okay. Now pass the journal entry in the following cases. The first one, if the shares are reissued for rupees 5 per share. Okay. So first we have to show the entry of forfeiture. It's telling all the forfeited shares were reissued. Alright. So 500 shares of rupees 10 each, non-payment, and this is paid. And we have to forfeit it first, and then we have to reissue. Okay. So let's do the first case. Your first case is telling if the shares are reissued for 5 per share, 5 rupees per share पे हमने reissue किया. So let's forfeit it first. Share capital. You know the entry of the forfeiture, right, students? Share forfeiture, 500 shares. How much amount we have credited in the share capital? The question is telling that final call is yet not made. So how much you have asked on these shares? 8 rupees. Till now, the 8 rupees was credited in the share capital. So this will be debited by 8 rupees. Alright. And 2 share forfeiture account. and this is not on premium, nothing is given regarding the premium. All right, so we have only two conditions, the amount which is paid and the amount which is not paid. So he has paid these 5 rupees on application and allotment, and the amount which is paid comes in the forfeiture. 500 shares into 5 rupees. So this is 2,500. All right, and the amount which is not paid comes by its name, share allotment account 500 into 3 rupees. So this is your 1,500. Right, students? So you verify your transaction then and there only when your debit and credit matches here. Okay, we can see here it is 4,000 and it is debited by 4,000. Right, now this we have already learned, students. Now what new is that we are reissuing shares, reissuing the forfeited share. That's very easy. Normally, as we have issued the shares on a very first day, okay, and we receive the whole amount together. When you you issue the shares, so what comes? Bank account debit. You receive your money in the bank account. Okay, at what price you have issued? Case number 1 is telling if the shares are reissued, 4 rupees 5 per share. Okay, so all the shares you are reissuing, remember students, this is very important because later on you have so many things here. So you are reissuing all the share, 500 into 5 rupees. Okay, bank account debit to share capital. Students, what comes in the capital? Because the question is telling that you have you didn't make the final call. Okay, yet you didn't make the final call, ड्यू नहीं किया है. तो अब तक कितना रुपीस था आपका? 8 rupees was credited in the capital. So 500 into 8, it's 4,000. Right, now we can see that in bank we have 2,500 and share capital 4,000, and the difference is 1,500 rupees, and that's in the debit side. Simply we can write this 1,500. Okay, what is this, students? What your mind says? Well, the value of the item was 4,000 and we have sold it at 2,500. This is simply discount, but we don't mention the discount here. Okay, this discount we cover from the forfeiture account. This forfeiture account, is it your profit or is it your loss or gain? This is our gain, and of course this is our capital gain. Capital पे मिला है ना आपको, so this is your capital gain. So this 2,500 is in the forfeiture, you can see, right? So we cover this 1,500 from this forfeiture account. And if I'm taking something from any amount, right? What happens mathematically? So you can do like this: 2,500 minus 1,500, and you have 1,000 remaining in the share forfeiture account. We can do like this, okay? But in accountancy, you know the plus and minus, right, works with the debit and credit. So here the forfeiture is credited. Pay attention, students, that's very important point. Forfeiture account is credited. So if I want to take out something from this, इसमें से कुछ निकालना है, तो forfeiture को क्या करूँगी मैं? Debit. Share forfeiture account debited. 500 into how much I need? 3 rupees. So this is your 1,500. Alright, students, is that clear? So this is the entry of your reissue. It's a simple one, bank account debit to share capital, and this amount you will get hint in the question at what price you have to credit the share capital. As in this question, he is not telling anything, so we take the original transactions as a base. Originally 2 rupees are not called on the final call, so we can see that 8 rupees are due on this, so we have credited 8 rupees in the share capital. But you will find in further questions the instructions you have to follow, what they are telling, either these are the fully paid up or something else. Okay, and the amount which we have, this is your 1,500. We have this discount we have covered from the forfeiture. And students, we were talking about the maximum amount of the discount, that can be 2,500 on these shares, no more than this. So it's not necessary that you avail the whole amount of the this forfeiture. Depends upon the thing. Everyone wants to sell out the things at the maximum price. Okay, and if we are issuing at the maximum price, that's very good, because we have the forfeiture safe here. This is our capital gain. We can transfer it in the capital reserve. Okay, so that will be beneficial for us, and if it is required, we use it here. Okay, now the next important transaction. Here nobody will tell you to pass this further transaction, but this is the rule which you have to follow, you have to do. Okay, wherever you reissue the forfeited share, so we have taken the decision regarding the luck of these shares. It's my own language, students. Well, the things has been finalized. Either these shares have gained something, or these were in the loss, or what. Okay, so these can't be at loss because maximum discount we are providing, which we have in the forfeiture. So the question doesn't arise for the loss. We expect only gain. So the question arises, either you have a gain or you don't have. If there is a gain, then how much gain is there? Okay, so let's find out, students. 500 shares were forfeited and the complete 500 shares we have reissued, right? No balance is there. So on these 500 share, the forfeited balance was 2500, right? And out of this 2500, I have used 1500. Okay, I will reduce. So what is with you now? What is remained with you? That is 1000. Is this your gain or loss? Of course this is our gain. I have forfeited 2500. 1500 मैंने reissue के time उसको discount दे दिया, तो still I have 1000 rupees extra. Okay, so this extra money is my capital gain, students. Always remember, in 11th we have discussed in the detail. So this is your capital gain, and this capital gain transfers to capital reserve. Capital reserves are created from capital profits or capital gain. Okay, so once again, this is double entry system. You have to check your forfeiture account. Now we have to close the forfeiture account. Just watch how much is credited and how much is debited. So you can see forfeiture is credited by 2500 and debited by 1500. So still we have 1000 rupees in the credit of the forfeiture. Okay, so we have in the credit 1000 is in the credit. You can see the maximum balance. Okay, now for cancelling this, I have to do what? I have to debit this. Okay, so my entry is share forfeited account debit to this amount will be transferred to capital reserve. Okay, to capital reserve, and this amount is 1000. Is that clear? So that's all in the first case. Okay, now the second case is telling if the shares are reissued for ₹9 per share, ₹8 called up. Be very careful, students. It's telling if the shares, see this original entry will be the same, forfeiture की entry आपकी same रहेगी. Okay, reissue की change हो जाएगी because the different conditions are there. And he's telling if the shares are reissued for ₹9 per share. तो ये जो word होता है ना, ₹4 per share मीन्स आपने 9 रुपीज में इशू किया, तो बैंक में आपका 9 रुपीज आता है. ₹8 कॉल्ड अप. कॉल्ड अप मीन्स अभी आपने सिर्फ 8 कॉल किया है, तो शेयर कैपिटल में आपका जाएगा अकॉर्डिंग टू 8 रुपीज. दिस इज 4000. एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. ओके, सो a little things has been changed. The rest of the entry I'm not changing. So in this situation, case number 2, we are reissuing these shares at ₹9 per share. Okay, so 500 was the amount of share, 9 rupees. So this is 4500 was in the bank account. Okay, now and share capital, what is in the share capital? It's 8 rupees called up. 500 into 8 is 4000. All right, so what are you watching, students? In debit we have 4500 and in credit we have 4000. Okay, so in my share capital it's 8 rupees, but I'm receiving according to ₹9, right? So what kind of situation you find, students? Well, they will not mention the thing that you have issued it at premium. In reissue they will not give you the word discount and premium. You have to identify yourself. Okay, so in this situation you can see that the called up price was 8 rupees only and we are issuing at ₹9. Okay, 8 रुपए की चीज आप 9 में बेच रहे हैं, means something extra you are getting, and the extra is termed as security reserve premium. Okay, this is your premium. So here we are issuing these shares at premium. All right, so I can do like this: to share capital 500 into 8. This is 4000. and we can see that 1 rupee is the premium. So to security premium reserve, 500 shares into 1, it's 500, right? Your debit and credit is equal, you can see. All right, students. So here, be attentive, look carefully. Well, here was the forfeiture, and we have forfeited 2,500. Did we utilize this forfeiture anywhere? Did we receive the, we have reissued the shares at discount? No, we didn't reissue this at discount. Rather, we have issued at security premium reserve. Okay, we have issued at premium of ₹1. So we didn't utilize the forfeiture, and the whole amount of forfeiture is our capital gain, and this will be transferred to capital reserve. So our third transaction will be, means share forfeiture. This is credited 2,500, right? So this will be debited now. Share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve. How much? This is 2,000. All right, students. I hope it is clear. Now, next case is telling if the shares are reissued for ₹8 per share, fully paid up. Be attentive and go through this third case, case number 3. Reissued for 8 rupees. 4 का मतलब कितने रुपए में आपने इशू किया है, ठीक है? You have reissued for ₹8 per share, fully paid up. Fully paid up means you have made the final call also, right? Final call money is also due. So let's see that how they have done. How much you have received in the bank? Shares were reissued for ₹8. So all the 500 shares has been reissued, okay, at ₹8. So what comes? It's 4,000, right? And these shares are fully paid up. Fully paid up means the whole amount is due on these shares. They have made the final call also. So to share capital, okay, 500 into 10. Fully paid up means share capital में complete 10 rupees से credit होगा. So it is 5,000, right, students? So no word of premium and discount has been used. You have to identify yourself. 10 rupees is in the share capital, and we have received only 8 rupees. So how much difference is there? 2 rupees difference is there. That is your discount, which we cover from the forfeiture. Okay. So regarding these shares, we have a forfeiture. 2,500 is in the forfeiture account. So I will recover. You can see the difference is 1,000. So and 2 rupees is the amount of discount. Okay, 500 shares पे 2 rupees is your 1,000 rupees. We will recover from the forfeiture. Forfeiture account is debited. 500 into 2 rupees is your discount. That is 1,000. Is that clear? Fine. Now what is the situation, students? You had 2,500 in the forfeiture, and how much is used by you? You have used 1,000 rupees. Okay. Now 1,500 rupees is still in the forfeiture. Okay. So this 1,500 rupees is your capital gain, will be transferred to capital reserve, and still we have something credited in the forfeiture. So we will debit share forfeiture account debited by 1,500, and this amount will be transferred to capital reserve. Okay. I hope you understood it very well. Fine. And last case is telling if the shares were reissued for ₹12 per share, fully called up. Okay, either this is fully paid up or called up. Don't worry. In both the cases, we credit 10 rupees in the share capital. Means the face value. It can be 25 rupees somewhere, 50 rupees or 100 rupees can be there. So your concept should be clear. So what is it telling in the last condition, last case? Shares were reissued for ₹12. Okay, 4 rupees 12 means बैंक में आपको 12 rupees मिला है. 500 shares 12 rupees के according it is 6,000. ठीक है? So bank account debit you have received according to 12 rupees. Now it's telling that fully paid up. Fully paid up means to share capital you have 10 rupees in the capital, means this will be credited by 10 rupees completely, and this is your 5,000. Okay, that's very simple, students. You can identify the face value was 5,010 rupee and you have received according to your 12. They will not give you the condition either this is at discount or premium. We can see that this is at rupees 2 premium, right? 2 rupees premium we have in this question. So premium is credited, security premium reserve 500 shares पे 2 rupees के according it is 1,000 rupees, and you can see your debit and credit is equal. All right, and the last entry in this, don't forget this last entry to find out the solution. Either this is at some profit is there which we have to transfer to the capital reserve. Okay, so the whole forfeiture the whole forfeiture is with us 2,500. We didn't use this forfeiture money for giving the discount at reissue because this is issued at the premium, right? So we have the complete amount of forfeiture with us. Okay, so this whole amount will be transferred to capital reserve. So share forfeiture account debited 2,500 to capital reserve 2,500. All right, students. So that's all in this. This is your reissue of the forfeited share. Okay, where just remember where we have reissued all the shares. Okay, and in the next class we will discuss when we don't reissue the whole share. Partly shares you are reissuing, okay, and partly shares are still with you. So in that condition, how to calculate the capital reserve and all that, these all things we will learn in the next video. Okay, so regarding this only, let me take one more question so the things will be more clear. Well, you can take illustration number 48. You can take just prior to this one. So understand this statement first. So this is telling BMY Limited invited applications for issuing 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 10. The amount was payable as follows: on application 10 rupees, okay, including 5 rupees premium, and balance on allotment. Now the issue was fully subscribed. This is not the condition of pro rata, this is the simple one. Okay, and here you have 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each at 10 rupees premium. Okay, 10 rupees is the premium and 10 rupees is the face value, total 20 rupees. And on application it is telling you are receiving 10 rupees including 5 rupees premium. That means 5 plus 5. Okay, so this 5 is the face value and this 5 rupees is the premium. All right, and balance on allotment. So what comes in the allotment, students? There also you have a 10 rupees, 5 rupees face value, so this will be 10 and 5 rupees of the premium, so 10 rupees premium. Is that clear? So this way they will give you the questions and a few information they have given and a few you have to find out. Okay. Now it is telling the shares were fully subscribed and a shareholder holding 300 shares paid the full share money with application. Okay. So you know the situation, he has paid the whole money, paid the full share money with the application. Means allotment segment also he has paid along with the application. You will do yourself. And further, another shareholder holding 200 shares failed to pay the allotment money. Okay, and his shares were forfeited. Later on, these shares were reissued for rupees 4,000 as fully paid up. Here they didn't give the value per share amount they have taken. Okay, and we are discussing only the concern part. The starting entries you will do yourself, and I'm dealing with the forfeiture part and reissue part only. So it's telling regarding 200 shareholders. Okay, 200 shareholders were there and they have failed to pay the allotment money. Okay, 200 shares पे allotment पे pay नहीं किया, means 5 rupees and 5 rupees. So this is very important, students. Okay, It's looking very ordinary, but it's not so, because there is a premium on this application also. Take care. So let's forfeit the share. While forfeiting the share capital account debit. Okay, share capital account debit. How many shares you are forfeiting? 200 shares. And how much you have credited in the share capital? Go step by step. Okay, how much you have credited in the capital? Application, of course, everyone has to do, everyone has to give, and 5 rupees he didn't pay on the allotment. That means the complete 10 rupees you have asked. So this comes 2000. All right, now to share forfeiture. We are covering all the previous concepts which we have learned in previous 2 classes. Okay, so these 2 entries will teach you everything, means the revision of everything. Fine. So what comes in the forfeiture? Whatever is paid by you. Very important. So students, what is paid by you? Simply you will say कि we have paid 10 rupees on application. Am I right? What do you say? What you have paid? Of course, we have paid 10 rupees on application. Fine. So according to you, you might think that 200 shares paid 10 rupees. आपने pay कर दिया. This will come in the forfeiture. Isn't it? It seems like that. But it is wrong. It is not 2000. Why? I've told you one thing, students. If you have paid the premium, so that is digested by the company. Remember all these sentences, you know. If you have paid the premium, so that will not be shown anywhere. आपने फीस जमा करा दी तो आप कहीं नहीं दिखाए जाएंगे. You will be silent, okay? किसको हाईलाइट करते हैं? जिन्होंने फीस नहीं दी है, ठीक है? तो आपने 10 rupees दिया, but in this 10 rupee, 5 rupee was the premium. So premium amount will not be shown in the forfeiture even. Okay. So company मान लेती है कि आपने 10 rupees नहीं दिया, आपने कितना दिया है? आपने दिया है 200 shares पे 5 rupees only. ठीक है? तो forfeiture में कितना आ जाएगा आपका? 1000. Is that clear? समझ आ गया क्यों किया? क्योंकि आपने of course premium और दिया है 5 rupees का, but वो गायब हो जाएगा. ठीक है? क्योंकि that premium once you have paid, that will be used for the section 52 only, that can't be utilized anywhere. Okay. And next is what? Those who don't pay the premium, they will be highlighted, they will be shown everywhere. Okay, and that will be shown in both the sides, debit and credit, right? So what comes in the credit? The simple formula, the simple concept which we have learned. Whatever you have paid, that will come by its name. I'm sorry, whatever you didn't pay, that comes by its name. So what didn't you pay? Share allotment is not paid by you. 200 shares पे कितना amount है allotment पे? 10 rupees. 5 face value and 5 is your premium. So this 10 rupees you didn't receive an allotment. So this is what? 2000. All right, students. How we have calculated the share allotment? Okay. 5 is the face value, 5 is the premium, because you didn't pay, so we have to show. You can see that it is not equal debit and credit, and the thing is very clear. आप share premium pay नहीं करते हैं, तो that will be shown in the debit also and in the credit also. So this is security premium reserve account debit. 200 पे आपका 5 rupees के according आपका premium है. So this is your 1000 rupees. So now you can see your debit and credit is equal. All right, students. So this was the entry of your forfeiture. Now reissue of these shares, and the question is telling later on these shares were reissued for rupees 4000 as fully paid up. Okay. Of course, this is fully paid up here also we can see, but they have given an information, no problem. So fully paid up. Okay. Reissue the entry. Bank account debit. Here they didn't say that 8 rupees per share, 7 rupees per share. They didn't give like that. They have given the correct amount. Okay. So they have reissued at 4000 rupees. Fine. To share capital. This is fully paid up. Fine. So we have to find out what number of shares you have issued. Okay. These were the 200 shares. Fully paid up means this is 10 rupees. So this is your 2000. Fine. And we can see bank account debit 4000 and share capital account is 2000. So this is not a discount. Okay. Although we have some amount in the forfeiture also, but we can see that this is not at discount. This is at premium. All right. So security premium reserve is credited. Security premium reserve, what is the amount? That is 2000. Okay. Now students, did we use this forfeiture anywhere? No, we didn't utilize this forfeiture anywhere. Okay. Rather, this has issued at security premium reserve. So we will transfer this amount to the capital reserve. Okay. This capital gain 1000 will be transferred to capital reserve. So share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve. It is 1000. Alright students, I hope it is clear. All the concepts are clear regarding forfeiture of shares when these were originally issued at par or originally issued at premium, which we have discussed in the previous class, and here we have discussed how to reissue these shares, okay, and what will be the maximum amount of discount which we provide on the reissue. That is the amount which we have in the forfeiture account. Whatever we have forfeiture, the amount we have in the forfeiture, that is the maximum amount of the discount which you can provide. All right. And if we have something remain in the forfeiture after providing discount, so that amount will be transferred to the capital reserve in the last. Fine. So that's all in today's class. And students, it's my request once again, please keep doing the questions on a regular basis, because whatever I explain, that is one thing. By the time you won't practice, you will not understand at all. So solve these questions yourself. First solve the illustrations and then back question, and still you have some queries and problem, feel free to ask me, okay, in the doubt session or otherwise also. Okay, so prepare well for your exam. Thank you.